What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. I'm in here with Boss Man Jay and Mary Socrates, and we about to break down last week NFL from the standings to some highlights, Shador, and obviously Philip Rivers coming in with his old ass. So
Man.
yeah, yeah. Go on, bring it in with him, Boss Man.
So, shit, what were the kind of the big games that stuck out to you? I didn't even watch none of the AFC games, but I see New England, of course, 11-2, and Denver Broncos 11-2 in the AFC. Those are two
Yeah.
teams that really stick out. I know Josh Allen supposedly had a good game this week, but no other teams in the AFC got over 9 wins.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I guess you got I'm
Jacksonville.
tripping. You got Jacksonville and you got the Chargers who just
The
beat my
Chargers.
Eagles the other night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's some sorry teams in the AFC, and also Kansas City officially fell out of the playoff contention this week at 6-7.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit. Before the show started, that a lot of people feel since the NFL came out and did say that referees were favoring Kansas City, and a lot of those games, the past few years, late in games when Mahomes would get these just flags out of nowhere, and holding calls would be called, and just random penalties. So
Random shit. They was getting a lot
where
of
can
calls last year, couple
right
years.
where can yeah, so Kansas City would just get these, all these tries to get into the end zone or score or whatever, swing momentum their way, and now that they
All the
called
way to
that
the
out,
Super
and
Bowl.
yeah, and we don't see them getting those calls. We see more of an even playing field. It seems like. So you see where the Broncos are with Bo Nix out of Auburn, and Bo Nix was a. I think a lot of people in that fan base. I got a couple friends that are Broncos fans. They liked the pick at the time, but he was looking kind of back. He was looking good, but then he was looking like he wasn't going to come through. But this year he's come through, and their defense is looking all right. So we'll see what the Broncos end up doing. And ain't no guarantee that they're gonna just run through the playoffs, but they looking good this season.
One
They
and
are
done.
definitely a surprise. They definitely a surprise. You think they one
Yeah,
and
that.
done, man, Socrates?
Yeah. They one and done. One and done. They that
Mm.
this little run, this little 11 game run they had was quiet, man. And when nobody paying no attention to the Broncos, they snuck up in here with these 11 wins.
Yeah.
Shit, New England either. No, nobody was studying no damn New England. Drake
New,
Nah.
May.
New, New, New England finna drop their next foe. That shit over
Yeah.
with. See what people don't realize is look at towards the end of the season what they do. They put a lot of division games at the end of the season, and a lot of those teams that New England has to play don't have a winning record. So their only thing to go out there to do is to run what you got going on. So
Yeah.
hmm
they play their hardest then.
But
Mm-hmm.
one more thing I want to get to in the AFC that stuck out is the fucking Indianapolis Colts in free fall right now. They at 8-5. They sitting at third in the AFC South. They got Jacksonville on top of them, and Houston Texans with a big win just came through, and they sitting above Indianapolis. So the desperate move the Indianapolis Colts make, shout out to Nick Madden, is they go and sign Philip Rivers to their practice team. Now, we were talking about this earlier. Philip Rivers, if he does sign to the active roster, that resets his Hall of Fame consideration clock, right? Man, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, dude.
Why are you not going somewhere to coach? I mean, I know he is coaching already. That's what they said he was doing before, he got called up. But I mean, you a head coach age. Like, we know Tom Brady came back and did his thing or whatnot, but that's Tom Brady. I'm no
But
knock
bro,
to Philip Rivers.
I want you to look at this Bobby Hill chin that he got. Like he's obviously not in no football shape right now.
Why do you want
No,
to do this, and why do you think you can do this?
Yeah, that could be a long one. I'll try to keep it as simple. I'll try not to get emotional, actually. A coach that I love, an organization that I really enjoyed being with, a game I love to play, a game that I thought I was done playing. Certainly, I wasn't really hanging on to any hope of playing again. Something about it excited me, and it's kind of one of those deals. The door opens, and you can either walk through it and find out if you can do it, or run from it. I know that there's risk involved, obviously, of what may or may not happen, but the only way to find out is going for it. I just felt almost like it was a gift, another opportunity to play and cut it loose with your guys in the game you love to play, and the dream that you got to live. You may get some bonus time, and here I stand.
Man, he finna get his old ass out on that motherfucking field and ain't gonna be able to move.
Man, Phillip Rivers. Hopefully, I've been seeing this going around. Hopefully, Phillip Rivers don't get his ass hurt out there, man.
Man,
Phillip Rivers, man,
for his
44
first
years
fucking
old.
game back, the Seahawks, boy, you better sit your ass down. Them young boys gonna come out there
40
gunning for your old ass.
44 years old. Phillip Rivers was never a real mobile quarterback in the first place. When he was damn
Exactly.
35, he wasn't a mobile quarterback. So at 44 years old, Phillip Rivers, man, Miles
They finna
Garrett
be
come
wheeling that motherfucker
running
out
down
in a
on you.
wheelchair.
TJ Watt come running down on you. Fucking, these boys ain't. I just don't see it, man. You think?
Oh,
I know
man,
Peyton Manning
Rivers.
did it. I know Peyton Manning did it while he was old, and I know a couple guys probably, could
But they,
take some hits. But man, sit your ass down.
but they never took that much time away from the game, bro. They was still in the game. This man has taken 5 years off. He is not in no type of football shape.
Phillip Rivers eating burritos and motherfucking guac, extra guac on the side, man. That motherfucker. Sit
That
your ass
man,
down, dude.
that man been at home enjoying those motherfucking Pillsbury crescent rolls and
Sit your
cinnamon
ass
buns.
down.
Shit.
Please don't go out there and get hurt, man. We seen the young boy get his whole leg turned around. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Gruesome injuries we done seen this year. So
Yeah.
hopefully Phillip Rivers don't go out there and get his ass hurt, man.
Man, if he get out there against the Seahawks, they're gonna fold that motherfucker 12 ways to Sunday.
Send his ass back home in a box. Like, please don't make us watch this, Phillip Rivers. Like,
retirement
I
home
don't- I'm-
football.
They could have went and
For
got
real.
anybody, bro. Anybody. All these eligible quarterbacks and free agents
Young
and
guys.
fucking practice squad. Y'all go out here and get a head coach.
and that was. Hey,
I mean, damn,
P.
y'all could
Gang.
have signed Colin Kaepernick.
I was just about to say it, bro. Because that's been going around on the internet. They saying that Kaepernick is younger than Phillip Rivers, and he still ain't got his second chance in the NFL, and he's been staying in shape reportedly, and this and that. Which at this point, I don't even want to see Kaepernick, but damn sure don't want to see no fucking Phillip Rivers, man. Come on, man.
Then Father Time.
I mean, damn, Phillip Rivers. I just hope he don't get hurt. I hope he don't get hurt. Real talk. But let's move to the NFC playoff picture or the standings. And we got in the NFC East, of course, the Eagles still at the number one spot in the NFC East, although 3 straight losses coming off a loss to the Chargers on Monday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys sitting at 6-1, still in contention. Kind of, sort of. I mean, just dumb shit. You got the NFC South where ain't no team over 7 wins. You got tied up Tampa Bay and Carolina Panthers tied up at 7-6. You got NFC North, Green Bay 9-3-1. Green Bay and Chicago Bears sitting at 9-4. And you also got Detroit Lions at 8-5. So you got 3 teams over 8 wins in the NFC North. That's going to be a tight race. And NFC West, you got the Rams, and the Seahawks at 10 wins, and you got the 49ers at 9-4. So that's gonna be a tight race in the NFC West. So
We
you
winning
got a
out.
couple good matchups going. I mean, well, good races going on down the stretch for the playoff. It's gonna be, certain teams you don't even talk about. 3-win New Orleans, 3-win Arizona, 3-win Washington, 3-win New York Giants. I mean, 2-win New York Giants. So, those fan bases
But
always
those are
getting
teams.
beat up.
Those are teams you gotta watch for. Those are the ones that are still playing for something. They ain't playing for a playoff spot. They playing to ruin somebody else's chance.
Mm. And who
Those,
would be a
those,
team like
those
that? You telling me you gonna bet with a New
the
Orleans at this time of
Giants,
year? The
the
Giants,
Giants.
one of their 2 wins did come against my Eagles, so I can't even front. They did,
They are
they'll
known
surprise you.
to be that team to ruin another team. Fucking the Browns for one of them. They don't got nothing
Oh,
else
the
to play
Browns,
for,
now
bro.
that they got Shadur. Now that the Browns got Shadur, shit, they do got something to play for. But here go another chart, and they were talking about how, ranking the teams, and basically you got at the bottom tier, you got the dead teams, which are Tennessee Titans, Raiders, Arizona Cardinals, and Atlanta Falcons. You go up one rung, you got no playoffs for you, which is Kansas City Chiefs, and then they got Notre Dame in there for some reason, being funny. But yeah, so you're moving up the list. Basically, you get to decent, I think, and that'll be who is this? Pittsburgh Steelers, the Colts, the Cowboys, and the Eagles. In which the Eagles really, I don't even want to relive this shit because, man, I saw this somewhere, Norman. You tell me what you think about
2
this.
years ago.
In reference to the Eagles, they say Jalen Hurts is simply Justin Fields surrounded by a bunch of Ferraris.
Yep.
I
fucking
know
agree.
Mel Socrates would agree with that, but what Norm say? Because Mel Socrates biased.
I'm not gonna put his talent level to that level because we've seen even in that past game, AJ Green has some he has some
AJ
drops.
Brown.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
Touchdown.
AJ Brown.
Yep.
AJ Brown has some drops. He had 2 crucial
For sure.
drops in that game. And that
For sure.
and Jalen Hurts has some passes right on the money. Right on the money.
Let's not act like Jalen Hurts ain't fucking turn the ball over 2 times in one fucking play.
Yeah.
Let's
Man,
not
that
act like
was
he ain't
embarrassing.
been fumbling that fucking ball every game.
If he would have got that ball and just went down right there, I think we still win that game. But after that, momentum was just all
Justin
fucked up.
Fields, though. I mean, that's
Yeah, that's
bro,
disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
that's
This is a Super Bowl MVP. But that's what we do as sports fans,
But
though.
look who they
Just like
played. Look who they played.
But we was just talking about this last week, not even last week, but about 2 weeks ago with Draymond. And I said that I didn't want to disrespect a legend who really, you know what I'm saying, played a big part on 4 championship teams. So same thing with Jalen Hurts. No matter how bad he might have, obviously that was the worst game of his career. But even with that, he's still a Super Bowl MVP. He's still, you know what I'm saying, 2-time back-to-back going to the Super Bowl. He still kind of like is a winner, considered a winner, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to disrespect somebody's talent just because they have a bad game.
He was Super Bowl. He's Super Bowl MVP because damn near every time it's always the quarterback. So that's the only reason we got it by default.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be real. We can't put Justin Fields in the same position right now and say he about to just go off. Like he got the same players, he got the same line, the same defense, and just say he just gonna go in there and he's just gonna, you know what I mean, do his thing just like, you know.
So
Jalen
disrespect
Hurts.
Justin Fields then.
Well,
Justin Fields ain't sold nothing. Justin Fields hasn't sold anything in the NFL. He hasn't.
he's not going to no Super Bowl with that team though. Like, nah, man.
Exactly.
Nah.
And look what he got.
Man, stop the cap.
Come on, bro. They not saying, listen, they ain't saying Justin Fields is trash. They ain't saying Jalen Hurts is trash. But they saying that he's playing like Justin Fields with a bunch of fucking Ferraris. That's it. I mean, is it? Are they off? Look at these last 3 games that they just dropped.
If you just looking at these last 3 games, yeah, of course.
I mean, no, look at the whole fucking season. How many games has this man thrown over 100 yards?
Oh, he throw over 100 yards all the time, regularly.
For the tie. No.
I wanted to bring up the point with a surprise team too, as well. With the Seattle Seahawks. I know we don't got nothing pulled up on them or whatever, but I was with their coach Mike McDonald that they got from Baltimore, and then they got Sam Darnold out of Minnesota, and I didn't see that combination being where they're at right now. They definitely a surprise team in the NFC, kind of how the Broncos are in the AFC. Just to bring up a surprise team. I didn't see that combination working, but they looking all right. They up there with the Rams doing their thing, so we'll see where they'll get. But to me, they might be one and done in the playoffs as well. I just don't see them. They'll have that good record, but are they going to go far into the playoffs? I don't know.
I mean, no, but think about this. Let's look at this. Looking at this list right here, we got the Broncos up top with the Patriots at 11-2, right? Before the season started, you telling me if you looked at this list, this shit would be totally off from what you would have expected from the beginning of the season. First off, you would not even expect the NFC North to be playing this well. You wouldn't expect the Bears to be up this far. The Bears playing good ball.
Yeah, the Bears.
Seahawks, we don't really see the Seahawks a lot. They're not a real, glamorous team. We don't see them a lot on TV, so you don't really think about them too much. But that's a surprise team. Jacksonville Jaguars are a surprise team. So it is a lot of different stuff going on this list. The Texans, you got Tampa Bay. You don't even really know if these teams are good or not because everybody losing. Everybody kind of, beating up on the bad team. So it's crazy. So if you was getting right now.
It's that time of the year where all these players that was hurt at the beginning of the season are coming back. So they fresh bodies. And a lot of teams are having late season injuries. Which I'm happy in this sense because we had all our injuries at the beginning of the season. Now everybody's getting healthy. Brandon Ayuk, the 49ers. Ayuk is supposed to be coming back. He's supposed to be suiting back up for us. And this
they say Ayuk. Hey, they say Ayuk going through some mental problems or something. Something wrong with dude, bro.
Nah, man.
They about to void his whole fucking contract. I saw a video on him. They about to void that boy whole contract. He said, he don't even give a damn.
Nah, he didn't say that. That man just said he appreciate everything that they done for him. Trust me, I know. I've been watching it. He ready to come back. And he gonna suit up. He gonna suit up Sunday.
Well, hey. 49ers definitely need him in the NFC West. You got the Rams and the Seahawks right there with 10 wins already. It's tight.
But that shit dead. That shit over with. Them boys finna lose out. We finna win out. Listen, I already predicted this twice now. I
heard it here
gave
first.
It to y'all twice. 49ers
right here. Well, I don't see it happening, but other places in the NFC, you got like the sorry division right now is the NFC South with Tampa Bay. You got Carolina Panthers sitting at 7-6, which they doing their rebuild quick.
Yeah, that's definitely. 7-6. Hey, they can't even be mad at that down there.
That's respectable. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't even be mad at that. They got a winning record. They can't be upset about what they got going on right there with that, in my opinion.
Me too. But I wanted to get back to the AFC and talk more about the game of the week. I think everybody's eyes was kind of on the Cleveland Browns starting Shedeur Sanders against the Tennessee Titans. His good friend Cam Ward. So I
That
think this
kid
probably
an
was one of the most, maybe one of the best games that Shedeur has played. He showed what he can do. He had some hiccups, but he did show a lot. So let's get to that.
Sanders to throw, floats for the end zone. For Sanders. Well protected. And there's Jerry Jeudy. And he's off.
They told me bust out
And
my
into the end
AP,
zone.
perfect timing.
Cleveland.
Got them baguettes up on my neck, I stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry, chasing climbing. I went and got that new Maybach, I stayed grinding. They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them baguettes up on my neck, I stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry, chasing climbing. I went and got that new Maybach, I stayed grinding.
Judkins. Sanders to throw, floats.
Perfect time, man. That's my jam.
I like
Shedeur.
that
That's my
song,
jam,
man. I like that. Hey, shout out to Shedeur, man. He might got a career after sports, just like D'Angelo Ball.
Yeah,
Nah,
just like his pop.
we ain't gonna tell that lie now. We ain't gonna tell that lie now.
But he doing his thing
You
like
got-
his pops. Primetime had his, Primetime had his music
Hell
back
yeah.
in the 90s.
Yeah, you gotta catch a little song, but that's it now. Don't try to do this shit as no motherfucking profession, cause it ain't there. The ABC rap ain't gonna work.
Perfect time, man.
But let's
like it, I
get
like it.
into it though. But let's get into this shit though, man, cause I feel like Stefanski, man, they don't want to see Shedeur succeed over there, bro. He didn't want Shedeur to be the hero of that game. So he took that man out and go for 2 for what? Without your quarterback in. Doesn't make sense. And then if y'all notice doing all his fucking press conference and post-game and pre-game, y'all notice he never says that kid's name, bro.
Man.
He would never, like he can't pronounce it or he just don't want to utter the word Shedeur.
Yeah.
Hey, the boy showed out and showed what he could do. I think everybody kind of root for him at this point. Their best player, Myles Garrett, had already mentioned, that they needed to change and go to Shedeur. And after Shedeur, if you caught the sideline reactions, he went viral for like his reaction to, kind of seeing that this kid is really for real, man. Like, give him a shot. Shit.
Yeah.
First rookie quarterback to pass for 300 plus yards this season. And that's including the number 1 pick who he just faced against his good friend Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's in his second appearance, So give him a shot, man. You gotta get a man a shot. Kevin Stefanski definitely is sabotaging this guy right in our face. Like, it's evident. It's evident because there's no reason to not give him the opportunity. You ain't got nothing else going on in Cleveland, brother. Let me just tell you that right now. Nothing else is going on in Cleveland, bro. This is the biggest thing going on right here. Everybody want to hear what this kid got to say.
It was truly exciting being able to connect with him because I know the season in a lot kind of like hasn't gone the way he wanted to this year. So the fact that, one decision could bring somewhat joy in his life and be able to help the team out overall, that brings me peace, that brings me happiness,
And that's just a young quarterback showing leadership because it's the same guy who screamed on him on the sidelines of a nationally televised game. And he just, acknowledging the fact that, it felt good to kind of get him the recognition that he wanted, by getting him the touchdown. And that's his wide receiver, Jerry Jeudy. So that's what's up. Showing maturity.
Stefanski should have been fired. They should have fired his ass after that game. And he definitely shouldn't have no job after this season is over.
And you talked about, Mel Soccer, you talked about the fourth quarter or the late game call that was called by this offensive coordinator, and it was just a mess. Let's take a look.
Stupid. For the tie, no Shedeur. Judkins on the direct snap. He was supposed to pitch it, but didn't, and couldn't. And now he's going to have to throw it, and he does. And it's incomplete. And the Titans hold the ball. was a gadget play, creative play last week when they tried the direct snap.
And that was stupid. That was just dumb. That was dumb. And let me just say this now. So you got a quarterback that just on a broken play, a busted up play, scrambled for a touchdown. Perfect position for him to score this 2 points, but you take him out. Make it make sense. This
It
man down there
definitely
threw for 400
definitely
yards.
don't make sense. Definitely don't make sense. All I can say,
Bro,
and what reports say that Kevin Stefanski feels intimidated or somewhat, just kind of a bad way about not Shedeur, but his dad.
bruh, listen,
Prime time ain't worried about you.
this shit
He got
at
problems
this
of
point,
his own in Colorado.
but at this point, bro, it has nothing to do with his dad, man. It's all that Stefanski and the Brown organization don't want Shedeur to be the hero because that proved them wrong. They didn't want to draft him as a quarterback. If he goes out here and does what he's always done throughout his entire career, and that's win, it proves them wrong. It makes them look bad. Like, damn, maybe we should have gave him a chance at the beginning of the season instead of sitting him down and putting him at the bottom of our quarterback list.
Hey, but shout out Shedeur for being so media trained, because these reporters also are asking some bullshit ass questions, trying to get him to rag on his coach and this and that. And they did it after the win last week, and also they tried to do it to him this week. But he's showing maturity and kind of his media trained that he can kind of dodge some of these questions that other rookies might get caught up on.
I feel like I failed them today. Off the field, I know I got him.
I don't know if y'all seen what he had said when they asked him about winning, and he said he don't care or some shit. And I'm like, wait, what? But that kid, he got a little mouth on him, man. And I really wanted the Browns to beat them, man, because I wanted to see that 5th round draft pick beat that 1st round.
I mean, but give him the opportunity. You took him off the field. That's the stupidest shit. I mean, the dumbest. And that is a fireable offense. I'm with you. That's a fireable offense. He needs to be fired. He shouldn't have made it back.
After that game, he shouldn't even been able to walk in that fucking locker room. I take all his fucking name tag, everything right there at the door. Turn around, get in your car, catch the plane back. However the hell you gonna get back. But
thank you for your services. But yeah, we gotta go home. You gotta get the hell up out of here.
He shouldn't even been able to walk back off the field with the team. You sit here and wait till we get to the field is clear. Then you leave. But that shit don't make no sense to sit there and do that kid like that. And that is the time where Shedeur shines the most, though. This is where he shines the most. He did it in Jackson State. He did it in Colorado. Under pressure. He's done it time and time again. And when you have a chance for him to do it in the NFL, you take him out.
Yep.
It's just bullshit.
Hey, one other thing I wanted to bring up real quick. Noam. I wanted to get Noam's opinion on this might be kind of old. This might be a week or two old. But, man, what about Kendrick Perkins coming out and saying that Shedeur Sanders is the most powerful black man since Obama?
Yeah. I remember.
Perk, what the hell?
I remember
what the hell?
I remember he had said this, I think, 2-3 weeks back, whatever. I think we just never got to say anything about it on the show. But yeah, man, we gotta chill on these type of jumping out the window, jumping out the building with these certain kind of comments about sports figures and putting them, towards somebody like Obama or a political figure like that. Like, I get it. Like, I know what you mean in the sense of like the attention that he's getting. Shador do got a lot of attention and this, that, and the
Yes.
third, but
He's the
as
most
an
Googled athlete in America.
yeah, so I get that. I get the point that he may have been trying to make. But when you say the
Yeah.
most powerful black
Yeah.
man, the most
Come on, what does
powerful
that
black
mean?
man.
Come on now. That
Come on
word
now. This
mean
man,
things.
how you gonna call him the most powerful? How you gonna call him the most powerful? And he can't even, he's trying to decide where he can play football at. He can't even, you know what I mean? Like that's just like you gotta watch your words when you say,
Yeah, nah, he had to say it popular. Then
But
you know what I'm saying? We could have went with that, but the most powerful.
Perk,
Damn.
but that's what Perk do, man. Perk knew what the fuck he was doing.
He always saying some outlandish shit just to get clicks.
He
yeah,
always
know
do
that
it.
there.
He
It-
always
it's
do
gonna
it.
be talked about. It's gonna be fucking talked about.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like I said, Shador, the most Google athlete, the American athlete, out right now, and everybody's watching. He must see TV. The
Oh,
Browns would be dumb not to play him right now. So even if Dylan Gabriel is coming back, Dylan Gabriel ain't put up 360 yards in that game y'all done played. Dylan Gabriel hadn't put up not a game like Shador just put up in that loss. And the only reason you lost is because of the play calling at the end. Because you literally could have just kicked the
But-
field goal and went to overtime.
But that's not the only reason though. They went for two early in the fucking game when they didn't have to.
yeah.
You didn't have to. They could have scored there and kicked the field goal and the game would have been tied anyway. But you went for a fucking 2-point conversion early in the game when you shouldn't even have done that.
Yeah.
So it just is a bad play call. Just and I man, listen. Nah, I'm gonna leave it alone because that shit be pissing me off.
But Kevin Stefanski somebody from the top must be telling him that he got security enough to do some of this dumbass stuff. Because there's no way you could, do some of this stuff and not fear getting fired. So somebody at the top might have been telling him something. But I know a lot of the attention and everything did make the media and the fans made the organization play Shador in the first place. Because come on, bro, that's what we want to see. Nobody's coming to
They
see.
ain't have a choice.
They ain't have a choice.
Everybody was hurt. If Dylan Gabriel had never got hurt, bro, Shador would have been still sitting on that sideline talking about some perfect time. He ain't have a choice but to play him. And now that he's in, and if you take him out now, you lose the locker room. I feel like if Dylan Gabriel is healthy enough to come back and they sit Shador and put Gabriel back in, he loses that locker room. I don't think those vets would stand for that.
I agree.
Definitely wouldn't. I don't think.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, that's the NFL week 13. We're going into week 14 now. Shit, we'll keep our eye on it, man, because I don't know what's going on in the NFL right now, to be honest.
The
This shit
Eagles
kind of like,
brought one more. The Eagles and the Colts brought one more, so my prediction come true.
man, oh man.
I love it. I'm loving it right
Take
now.
us out, no?
Well, that's the episode of the Game Changers podcast. Check back in later this week. We gonna be on with more news, more entertainment, and just more news for y'all to compete, man. So yeah, we out, man. Holla at y'all.
Peace.